What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to Life to Metal, and once again, I am with Bill Bafford.
Hello.
Of Roxx Productions, and Bill's here vacationing, I guess.
Yep. Never been to Albuquerque before. You invited us for the record show, and we hung out 4 days and made a trip out of it.
So Bill's been to, he kind of went to some of the record stores here. Some of the Hastings are closing, so we went there, and some other record stores. We went to a couple together, we went to some by himself. So what I thought I'd do, you guys are always seeing me show records, so I thought I'd have you guys just watch him show some of his records, and I'll chime in where I can. But yeah, this is basically some stuff Bill picked up in New Mexico. So in case you guys are ever in New Mexico, here's some suggestions of some stores you can go to. Oh, and then it looks like a few things that I had given him as well.
I was going to say, for starters, I went to the Scott Waters Museum of Metal Music History, and I was given these lovely, awesome Motorhead 12-inch single here. I got mine. Nice one to add to my collection. I have a lot of Motorhead, but I did not have that 12-inch. Thank you, Scott.
That's Brian Robertson in the middle from
yep.
Thin Lizzy fame right there.
And a 12-inch promotional single from Jeff Paris, if anyone remembers Jeff Paris.
Yep, kind of a shredder.
Yep.
80s style shredder.
Good stuff.
Bill collects, especially Enigma 12-inch singles.
I love Enigma 12-inch.
Enigma records. So what else did you get?
Well, we don't have Hastings in Southern California, but I always hear you talking about Hastings, and now Hastings is going out of business.
Yep.
So, and you told us to hit that one over here in Albuquerque, and my wife and I drove by it and it was closed down, but we ended up staying in Santa Fe. So in Santa Fe, there was a guy out there on the corner with a big old sign saying 70% off, Hastings is closing. So we jumped into Hastings and I scored a bunch of stuff. Probably shouldn't have went in there now that I think about it, because this all came from Hastings.
But yeah, I mean, look at the very first one here.
Death Angel.
Dream Calls for Blood from 2014, I believe it was. And look at the price sticker on it. What was it like?
It was marked $24.98, 70% off, took it down to $7.
There you go. I mean, you can't beat that.
Beat that.
I wonder if it's black vinyl or colored vinyl.
It didn't say. It was sealed, so
yeah, you can't tell without opening it. Damn.
This one, well, I bought this one for my daughter. She's a Good Charlotte fan. I didn't even know it was Good Charlotte. My wife said, your daughter would like that. That's the MADDEN brothers, the Good Charlotte brothers. So we picked that up for like $4, I think.
Wouldn't. Okay. Maybe some of you guys know who they are, because I don't know this one at all. So.
I am a huge Zakk Wylde fan. Pride and Glory here. Double album.
I like that album. It's really good. Southern rock.
Again, marked $29.98 with my 70% off. I think it was like $9, $8.
Now that's what the record should cost, if you ask me. But
yeah,
$30.
I agree.
But yeah, I've always liked this record. They're very different from Black Label Society.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like Southern rock.
More Southern rock. I had this on CD, but I couldn't. Again, it was $16.98, so it was like $5 with 70% off. Europe. This is their newest or second to newest.
I think it's their newest.
War of Kings. I actually have it on CD. I enjoyed it a lot, but I haven't.
What's the year on the back? 2015, so it's just last year. So yeah,
it's a new one. And this one Scott very much appreciates, and I did get the CD when it came out. I just wasn't going to swing the $30 for the vinyl of the new Ace Frehley Origins Volume 1. But again, marked $29.99. I think I walked out the door with $8 or $9.
That's a steal. You're never going to find that anywhere for $8 or $9.
No. And it actually is an awesome album.
I like it. You know, I think you guys know I've talked about this album before, but it's all cover songs. I think he did a great job with the Kiss songs, Parasite and Cold Gin. I mean, it gets a little wanky on the guitar, but it's Ace. I mean, you want that. It's like listening to a Ted Nugent record and complaining about too many guitar solos.
Yeah. It's just. And which one is the one Paul Stanley sang on?
Paul Stanley sang on the free song "Fire and Water," and that's a great song too. I also think he did a really great job on "Emerald" from Thin Lizzy. And then I also really like the BTO cover of Rock and Roll Hell, which of course Kiss also covered Rock and Roll Hell, although they changed it a lot. So it's kind of like a BTO Kiss hybrid, and that's what he did on here as well. But some of them I think are a little more lukewarm, like I don't know, maybe it's just a choice of songs, like Wild Thing.
Yeah.
I like Spanish Castle Magic. The Jimi Hendrix song is good. Magic Carpet Ride. I like the Steppenwolf song better than Ace's version here. It's not bad, but yeah, White Room from Cream. It's a good song, but yeah. So my 2 cents on that record.
Oh, and the last thing from there as well. It was in the used CD section. So this CD was 10 cents, and it was actually brand new. And it's a Jack Russell solo album called For You. I've actually not heard it, but
I haven't either.
I almost walked out the door with. I felt like I was stealing it.
Stealing it for 10 cents, right? Can't even buy a case for 10 cents.
Nope.
So then yesterday we went out to meet him in Santa Fe. Went to this place called the
Meow
Wolf,
Wolf,
which is, if you're ever in Santa Fe, It's a very bizarre,
really cool.
It's kind of an art museum. It's kind of an walking experience.
Yeah, you go into this big house inside of a. Well, it's like walking in a warehouse. Go in the big house, and in the house you walk into a normal house, and you go in through the chimney, in through the refrigerator, into all these.
It's just rooms
like
everywhere.
Takes you into alternate dimensions.
Yeah, it's like someone's nightmare.
It's really cool.
You literally walk into the regular fireplace, and then you go, and where you walk in, open the refrigerator door, you go inside the refrigerator door.
Yeah.
Or closets, like underneath the staircase, there's a closet. You walked in there, and it was all this weird stuff.
It was pretty cool though.
It's pretty neat. So if you're ever in Santa Fe, Meow Wolf.
And they had a pretty trippy looking stage and lighting system there. We're gonna have to start a petition to get Ultimatum to play there, maybe.
It was a pretty neat experience. So after that we went to what's it called?
We found a place, a small record store in Santa Fe called
Guy in the Groove.
The Guy in the Groove. Guy in the Groove.
The guy's name was Dick was the owner's name, and we couldn't find it.
Couldn't find it because it was so small.
So I called.
Really labeled very
ended up being the owner's cell phone number, and he was actually at a funeral in Michigan and answered his phone. I think it was Michigan, but he was a really nice guy. So
and he had a kid there running the store for him.
Yeah, so he had a little kid. He had a young kid there, a teenager running the store for him. So we did find it. He shares a business with another business. So we went. So we got inside. We're looking through. We dig and
I didn't have any St. Vitus on vinyl. And Scott pointed out real quick that this was actually the first pressing, and it was $10 in pristine condition with all the.
Yeah, it's one of the original SST Records pressings,
and it's all the artwork and
has all the the photo with the lyric sheets, and it's got the SST promotional whatever you call this thing, catalog. It's actually a catalog.
Oh, it's a catalog, yeah.
Yeah, the T-shirts and of course SST was was basically a punk label, but St. Vitus, which weren't punk at all, if you ask me, it's just straight up doom metal. And this is my personal favorite record from them is this one. Born Too Late is like, to me, that's like my theme song.
And the vinyl is pristine. It looks unplayed, brand new.
Yeah, and if you go to that Guy in the Groove Records, I talked to him on the phone again while we were in the store. I called him to see if I could talk him down on a couple records, and he's like, "Yeah, my records are fairly priced and you won't find even a nick on any of my records. They're all perfect." And he's right; they were beautiful.
You actually did get a 12-inch from there too, didn't you? Get something? The Runaways.
I got the Runaways.
That's right, the Runaways. And then I got there it is, the Guy in the Groove.
There it is.
The Guy in the Groove. There's a receipt. But anyways, Scott turned me on to this band too because he knew I was a Rush fan, and he sent me a Max Webster album, the one that Geddy Lee played on, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That was a really good album. So when I came across this one in there, a chance to get another one because I don't see these very often at record
shows.
Yeah,
it's a Canadian pressing. I don't even know if it was released in the United States. It's on Anthem Records, which is a Canadian label, and it was in there for cheap, like $5. Yeah. So
Max Webster Live Magnetic Era.
So it was a very small store, but they had some quality stuff in there. As a matter of fact, if you're into like metal and thrash like I am, he had like Voivod Roar in there for $25, which is that was one of the more expensive records, but that's a fair price for that record. They had Megadeth in there, and there was a bunch of stuff, good stuff in there.
Yep.
So that's what he picked up from there. What else did you grab?
Well, last we went to Charlie's, and it was after we went to the record show, so I didn't have any money left, so I only ended up going out with a 7-inch single.
But it's a cool 7-inch single.
Dio. The Dio EP.
The Dio EP. 4-song EP.
Yep.
And it features one song from each album, I believe, and one unreleased cut.
The unreleased one was Hide in the Rainbow.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a gatefold EP. It's very cool.
Yep.
I did grab a couple 7-inch EPs as well, 7-inch singles as well from there, which I will show in a future 7-inch vinyl update. So.
Should I tell the story real quick about this one?
Absolutely, go ahead.
So there was a Japanese Kiss single that Scott really wanted there. It was a little bit more than the other singles, and he'd already spent a lot like me, but I really wanted this Dio single really bad, and he had it in his hands, and I didn't have the heart to say, hey, I want that. I mean, he already had it in his hands, he's walking out, so good for him. So I made him a deal. I said, I'll buy you that Kiss single if you give me that Dio single. I don't think you hesitated before you said, go for it.
Yep. Well, for two reasons. One is I know he's a huge Dio fan as well, so I kind of figured he might want it too, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I really wanted that Kiss single. I knew it wasn't going to be there long, and there was no way I could afford it because I spend everything I had at the record show in the morning.
It was an expensive weekend.
Yeah, we spent some money. So there you go. Is that all you had?
That was it.
So that's it. Like it was only a few records. Would you show like 25 records?
Yeah.
Anyhow, so yeah, we've had a good time, and we're here now. We're gonna listen to some music. So by the way, playing in the background is Night Demon.
Good stuff.
If you can hear it, classic heavy metal. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And the one person who always leaves me a thumb down, go ahead and leave that thumbs down. I enjoy it. So God bless. Stay strong.